Oh no, Dave!
So 11 is my best roll.
11's good.
Lord,
I am going to roll this one because he's
Yeah.
going to be looking, but it doesn't
Move
matter.
away from him real slow!
I'm also preparing myself
Push
to
him.
dive into the
Perception is wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 sec, let me just quickly change this so there's no confusion.
This is where the fucking Zelda music comes up, and on the screen it just says Aalz as the monster rears up.
Oh. 7.
Ooh.
That's cool. I'm 11.
So I think we do see it. So what happens is that the shadow seems to slowly come into focus. Do you guys know the type of spiders where they're just all leg, no body? It's just they're when we see them, their legs are almost like hair-like,
Yeah.
with a body that's probably no more than the size of it.
Daddy long legs, yeah.
Like, yeah, in America you call those ones daddy long legs, yeah. Like a daddy long legs. We see it descends from the ceiling with utter silence is the only way of describing it. Like something the size that this creature is shouldn't move as slowly as it does, but it moves eerily silently, descending from the ceiling. You sort of see the first 2 legs protrude first, and they seem to descend out of the hole for an impossibly long time before this tiny body emerges. When you can see the body, you do see hanging from the back end of the back end of its torso, almost looking impossibly thin. This needle-like stinger dangles from underneath it, and then it descends slowly to the spot where the footsteps padded in.
You can just see Nuck holding his token to Kuai behind his back.
Right.
Just like gripping it.
Can I get nature checks from all of you, please?
Oh, nice.
17.
Correct.
Crit. Okay. So yeah, I'd say you probably, with a crit, you've probably read about owls at some point. You certainly read the legends.
Oh no.
So yeah, you recognise this. Some people describe it as a giant spider. Some call it a giant scorpion. The worst books that you've read appear to be the ones that are true, which put it as some sort of horrible amalgamation of the two.
Scorpion.
They talk about how it's. Which one is it?
It doesn't sound that bad when you say it like that. Oh, it's the scorpion.
Spider.
So yeah, so it's said that the tail has a poison and kill most men instantly, and its bite can subdue a mammoth.
Lucky we're not either of those things.
Yeah.
So how big is it?
No.
Like if it stood up.
No.
It's this big.
Okay.
So like height wise, is it probably like 30
That's-
feet high?
How long?
30 feet high.
I'd say about that.
Is
Yeah.
that 20? So it's a 25 by 25 radius.
Yes. Yeah. It should be. Yeah.
Lord in heaven.
That's gargantuan.
Is it, no, hold on. So it should be. But that's the space which he occupies. There's sort of like central point, which is because he's so spindly. Most of his space isn't actually sort of.
What's
occupied
even
by-
worse is that even if we killed him, it would make a shit house. Couldn't live in it. It's
actually.
too tiny.
But then you could use the legs. So
Yeah, you can put him up.
basically
You
make
can
a
put him up
giant
like an
tent.
enormous yurt.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh
yeah.
man, we could all live in there with like loads of room.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So yeah, so this is the space which we're saying he sort
I
of
don't live in the US.
occupies. The legs probably span out to roughly sort of here. At their long, if he was to sort of reach one out, you see what I mean? But it will stand with them curled underneath it.
So it's got pretty.
So you probably noticed as well, Yarlet, or on the ends of its feet, it seems to have like these long hairs, which seem to be the source of the muffling. You sort of see this thing moves with a sort of slow preciseness. One foot is placed gently at a time. The next one then follows, and then it shifts its body weight, and it continues to move in that fashion.
Oh boy.
That's great then. Let's leave it once it disappears.
Into the hole.
Let's
You
go.
want to run?
Why do you want to fight this thing?
No, I would just been staying the fuck still.
That's what
I
I'm
hasn't
saying,
noticed
stay
us.
right here.
Yeah.
No one breathe.
But
Can
how
he
long-
illusion us a ward?
No.
I would definitely notice that.
Yeah, at the moment it's just sort of crawling around. You notice that it begins to sort of it lowers its body down from the sort of height that its legs keep it suspended at gently. And you notice it seems to shift its torso around on the floor, around where the blood is, and it seems used to this behaviour.
Just don't breathe.
I mean,
Did we just wait?
You guys just gonna try and wait it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is no owls, it's just a scorpion.
So yeah, I think you guys just all went and stand there, and after a few seconds, like from the ground, you're in a high lofted cave, but from the ground it pushes its body up and then it extends one long spindle-like leg up, places it on the ceiling, and then begins to slowly but precisely descend away. Again, I think we sort of see where the light's coming in, the orange light's coming in from the hole in the ceiling. It shifts as before, as if the surface of water, but the sun dips across the horizon at the same point that Aalz disappears out of view. You guys are left in the cold dark cave.
Right now.
Into the hole.
Din's lost all pretense of bravery. Let's get in the hole. Let's go.
It smells like Pete.
Everyone.
Din.
Okay, so you guys are gonna get in the hole?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Who's going first? Or you all going?
I'll get off his back since we have to crawl.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're probably the only one who wouldn't have to crawl under here. You can just walk.
It's a good job you're holding the torch.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good thing I'm not freakishly tall. I'm a normal height, unlike you monsters.
Can I not like hunch down, or is it?
He is a
I would.
I'm only like a foot and a half taller, aren't I? Or not?
You are. So yeah, I'll say because the dragons can crawl through. I'd say. Yeah, you probably get disadvantage if you had to like do any sort of acrobatics.
Yeah.
If you mean, but you can move unimpeded. So what's the order? How are you guys crawling in? Keeping the torch? I'm assuming you guys. I'm giving you the benefit that you switched. Somebody just got the torch out, and the giant spider began descending from the ceiling. Cool. That's fine. So you guys heading into here? Oops. It's off my screen. So yeah. So Aalz disappears.
Very quickly.
Moved into the final boss chamber.
Right, so yeah, I'll move you guys down here. Who's going first? Who's crawling through first?
Is it? Because you said it's quite wide. Can we be side by side?
You can if you want to be, yeah.
So I'll be next to Yarlet.
Yarlet and Nuck up front. Yarlet with the torch, Nuck with his manliness. Cool. So yeah, I'll reveal about as much as you can see then. So if I shift the view over this way.
Didn't run suddenly feel a lot more.
humbled.
Yeah.
Put on play.
I also feel humbled. If it makes makes you feel better.
Probably for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you guys have brave aspirations of fighting the thing, and then as soon as you saw it, you're like, there's no fighting.
I'm sorry, I questioned you.
I'm like, there wasn't owls.
Just a scorpion.
Look, nobody has seen owls. We've seen this thing, therefore it can't be owls. I'm just gonna wait to I'm just too proud to.
What would that be to counteract that?
I have no idea.
Insight, maybe.
I feel just let them.
Yeah, it'd be an intelligence save. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence save from the dragons, or anybody with an intelligence. What's everybody's
Oh, I
intelligence?
don't need to, right?
What's everybody's overall intelligence score?
-2,
19.
so
So anybody who's got a negative modifier on your intelligence, roll insight to see if you can see through it.
12.
17.
What did you get?
I didn't roll for
Oh, roll
it. What am I
deception.
rolling?
Yeah, roll deception.
Deception. Oh god.
Oh, I'm crit.
What is my? It's not going to be. It's going to be -2.
-1.
Minus. Oh yeah, -1. Nope. That's
Yeah.
So they both see
5.
through.
So yeah, no, you guys are both far too convinced. The description matches too perfectly, like the moving silent, in the immediate sense of dread as this thing came down, the sheer size of it, and like yeah, and Yarla, you immediately recognise this is this isn't the giant spider from the Monsters Manual. Somebody's done something horrible with this.
Lord.
Cool, right, I will reveal a little bit more for you. So take the shirt off.
What?
Hmm?
Generally,
Right.
So
I
you
think we were
guys,
in character, then Yarlo was just like, excuse me? Like,
now is not the time.
you guys,
D&D gone sexual.
you guys tuck in a little
Dark.
way, but you're quickly pulled to a stop. As underneath where the edge of this this sort of like crawl space that you're in is at, as soon as you get down and you're about a foot in, Yarlip brings the torch down underneath so you can see, and then almost immediately the transparent cloth that you saw earlier is here in abundance. And you notice that this is just you wouldn't even need to. There's no
I
guessing.
back the fuck up.
Yeah, there's nothing to guess really. You've seen the spider, like there's just web packed all in underneath here. Although it does appear like it's been pushed to one side. It's been packed in certain places.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a trail.
This is the trail, yeah.
Do you still see the trail?
Do I?
Yeah, you guys can both you can clearly both see that there's loads of web. It's all wild, and then at a certain point it's been pushed through. It's been pushed aside. It's not wide. Like the tracks probably you'd have to walk single file.
These crazy motherfuckers go straight through his lair.
Are they worth following into Aalz's lair?
Time to abuse the system and use this cantrip over and over. Minor illusion. I'm using footsteps.
Okay, where are you putting them?
Going through the web, or like through the pathway in the web.
Okay, so you place your cantrip down. Is it snap your fingers for this one?
Yeah.
You snap them as gently as you physically can. We sort of get the close up of your fingers,
I was waiting for this.
My nails clicking together.
and then we sort of
So I don't want to use it
we see sort of in the darkness of light
but now
these footprints padding down the other side,
I was
sort
thinking 'cause
of down the middle of where this path is.
Divine sense is
And we see that the wafting from the sound of them just ever so slightly jostles the webbing on the sides.
certain things.
And then
it's not anything.
how many years away?
So I'm not going to feel where he is.
Yeah.
I'd wait a good couple of minutes, at least.
Okay. Let's see. Can I get a perception check from you?
Oh
Nuck, are you paying attention to this as well?
Yes, I would be.
no. That is.
Getting this up.
What is my perception?
Thank you.
That's a whole lot of 2.
I got 13.
17.
An unnatural 1.
That's fine. It's only the guys up the front anyway, so
She got 13 and 17.
you don't see anything.
Oh
I think we should
Yeah.
back the fuck up, guys.
I want, yeah.
So you don't see anything through this little narrow thing, and you don't hear anything.
I want to use divine sense.
Okay, what does that allow you to detect?
Location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type of anything present through.
It's none of those. The owls wouldn't be any of those types. That's for like connected. It's basically demon sense. What you call
Yeah. So Aalz will be either a beast or a monstrosity, or maybe an aberration. No, it won't be an aberration. I don't think.
I think we should tactically retreat.
But we can't leave the mountain now, it's nighttime.
Then let's not go any further. Let's not go on any traps that Aalz has already appeared at. Let's. I don't know.
Can I?
I want to see what Blade Ward does, but I can't find. Oh, there it is.
It's not very good. If you've got Blade
Well,
Ward,
I thought you were going to switch that one out. 'Cause it
I was gonna
doesn't-
say, if you've got Blade Ward, I will allow you to switch it because
Okay.
that spell is fucking broken. It's shit.
Oh,
It gives you damage resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing
Yeah.
on your next turn,
Oh.
and you have to cast a full action to do it.
Yeah, so you spend your action this
Okay,
turn.
so
to
it's
have
literally
action
fucking
next turn.
terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the equivalent of being able to use the help action on yourself for your next.
Cool. Yeah. Let me just take a look
In
at.
some
what-
ways, no, because it gives you resistance, so it's just half in damage if you take it, isn't it? The Blade Ward.
So what?
Is it?
Let's,
Yeah,
let's,
I think you're thinking of
Oh, I'm
lance.
thinking
let's
of.
work together then and pick
True
a fourth.
Oh yes, that's true.
cantrip.
Yeah, for hitting.
So I can take Acid Splash, Chill Touch, Dancing Light, Friends. We could make friends with Aalz, guys.
Yeah, use your animal
Light,
talking over us.
Mage Hand, Message, Poison Spray, Prestidigitation, Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp, True Strike. And I already have Firebolt, Mending, and Minor Illusion.
I personally really like message.
What's message?
Message.
because it lets you communicate, I believe, silently. You point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message, and you can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond that. So basically you just have to point in the general direction of the person you're wanting to talk to.
Yeah.
You don't make any sound when you make it, and then they can speak back to you, but only in a short amount, I think.
I don't know.
Oh, you guys look. When's the toilet?
I also wrote down for
Dave, could you fill up my water? What do you do?
Consecrated or desecrated.
Thank you.
Okay,
that.
So basically, any magical items which have been in any way like corrupted or desecrated, it's like, you know, if like say a temple had been desecrated, that sort of thing. It's basically any item which has been in some way magically or religiously corrupted.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Or alternatively, if the temple's been blessed, then
yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's
Well,
all converse. So
That's what I was thinking, given that we've seen what looks like sacrifices here, whether there's some kind of religious
Let's see.
Okay.
thing going on in here.
Well, what's the range on it?
I haven't written that down. Is it-
I think it's 60. Yeah, it was 60 feet.
60 feet.
I got 3 usages between long rests, so it doesn't exactly matter if I waste one.
Okay. Oh, did you just get that as a paladin thing? You're not spending spells to do that then? That's just a paladin thing, is it?
Yeah, you can just use it. I believe the amount of times that's equal to your charisma. Or is it?
I just wrote down can use 3 times between
So,
long
oh, yeah,
rests.
There was another reason, I can't remember why. But yeah.
That's my charisma.
Okay, that's fine. We'll trust what you've written down. So 60 feet. It only really gets you out to where the edge of the torches are. So you wouldn't be able to. You could walk over. You would have to walk over to here to sort of test this, if you know what I mean. Or you'd have to be within 60 feet of it.
Yeah.
So you'd have to sort of go over to here to do it. You'd have to step out into the light.
Yeah, pass.
Okay.
Oh, it's 1 plus your charisma modifier, which is -3. And you only get it back on a long rest.
Yeah. Okay. I got +4 for charisma.
No, +2.
Oh, sorry, I took it then. Yeah, that's me. Right. Cool.
Right, the video stopped working almost immediately, so that's for another time.
Oh yeah, I can do stuff. Yeah.
Yay! I think I'm going to try and get something set up where I can get a camera pointed down at the table. I think that'd be quite fun.
Yep.
Could even work just from.
Yeah, even from just there, yeah, pointing down. That's probably a good place to point actually, on a tripod, pointing down that way. It's just getting a decent way of recording. At least we made it already.
Do you want to make a cup of tea?
No, of course not. You can go ahead.
I've had the option to see other stuff, just things like the dish water.
Yeah. Anything with gold in the name, you know, it just means half the flavour.
Thank you. Mage hand's pretty useful as well.
Mage hand's always handy.
Hey.
You can. Sorry. You can tickle someone's balls from a great distance.
Done.
I'm creating that character now. Next time I get up to you, I'm going to just create a character that just uses mage hand for the most inappropriate things.
But then you've got
Just
to,
a complete pervert.
Yeah,
He's got minor illusion. He's got prestidigitation. He's got mage hand and message.
but you'd have to.
So you can just be like, "I'll lick your asshole." Like someone in the town over's like, "What?"
you'd have to go rogue then to get the invisible hand.
Yeah.
I think you mean
You only get one. You have to need your friend to
the old
assist.
minivan.
Oh, couldn't the sorcerer get mage hand? Because they can double spell.
Good you go.
Honk on,
Stack
honk
that
on.
with subtle spell and nobody knows it's you.
God bless.
If humans in this world are anything like the ones in our world, then at least one person's jerked off with mage hand. It's the magical prison wank.
The stranger plus.
Yep, I'm taking mage hand.
How long does it last? It's like a minute, isn't it? You have to keep casting it.
Yeah, but you can just keep that. Yeah, I didn't even realise True Strike, as well as it being advantage on your next turn, it's also concentration.
Oh.
So if you take damage, you've got a risk of losing that.
God, that
It's
sucks.
so shit.
They really are wild with some of these cantrips are so good, and then the others are just complete trash.
Yeah.
Like, holy.
It's interesting because some of those, it's because some of them just don't scale as well. That's the thing. If you take really damage-based ones, they're great when you're low level, but as soon as you're high level, and you've got stuff that does infinitely more, they're pointless. So,
Well, some of them stack, but
Like Fireball, I took because it always goes up per level. So it's good if I never want to spend an actual spell slot on something.
yeah. It basically becomes your basic attack, doesn't it?
yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Minor Illusion is the best cantrip in the game. It's useful for so many things.
It's pretty good, yeah. It's up there with Prestidigitation. They both work pretty much the same and for the same sort of applications.
Making sure you don't eat it.
Yeah.
There's my glass up there. Dave didn't take me to the bathroom, did he?
I don't think so. Was he getting you in the water?
Yeah. Damn it! I knew I should have been specific. Dave just comes in, he's like, who's eating shit now, man? Thank you very much, who's eating shit?
What? And I wasn't invited?
Oh god,
Is that your bottle out there?
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next level. We have so much stuff. Am I interrupting? So only the camera was on.
I think it is.
No, it stopped, didn't it?
Hmm?
Or is that what George told us to all act more natural?
What? What do you mean? He turned it on. He turned it
He
on.
said it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He said it.
He said that 5 minutes ago. He said, yeah.
Oh. Totally wasn't. By the way, where's the phone? Oh, it's right there. I was gonna say, are we being recorded?
I hope so. Let me check.
Well, I doubt it's going to record us very well being on the opposite side of.
I mean, it's always there.
Yeah, that's where we've always put it. I used to put it on top.
That's why I sound much louder than everyone else.
I can move it across a little bit.
Oh, one of them's fire. Wow. Matt, you have brought some great things.
Oh, now we're going to get the sound of glorious nuts.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves my nuts.
Maybe let's move those. Not so not
Just over here.
Yeah, good idea.
I got annoyed with myself listening to the video because I kept calling myself Vin.
Vin.
I keep having to think which is the right one now.
I got annoyed at myself on the video because I had to listen to my own voice, which is just a terrible experience.
Yeah, I got annoyed at that too.
Fuck you.
Have you listened to the most recent one?
I haven't.
The conversation about the hippogriff made me fucking laugh.
It's pretty good.
Is all of the last one up?
Mhm.
Okay.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good to
Yeah, I
listen
found
to.
it surprisingly enjoyable to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, why would I want to listen to this again? I just was there.
Yeah, it's a bit vain. Ha! We're funny.
Yeah. But we are funny. We're fucking hilarious.
Yeah. That's your trailer for the next episode.
Yeah.
We're fucking hilarious.
Was Dave making a tea?
You gone for that shit?
Dave, you dropping a deuce?
Making a copper.
Cooper.
Oh, those are good raspberries.
Mm.
And bulky.
Yeah, usually raspberries that I get are like quite watery, like not much taste to them. These are really good.
Rather really firm.
Firm raspberry.
Yeah.
If you eat them when they're a little bit more ripe, I find. I like them like that, but They're a bit squishy, and the flavour on them is just a bit too intense sometimes.
What's that?
When you get like a super sharp one. A chomp on this strawberry. We're good. We good to jump back in?
Yeah.
What's that?
Right. So what is the plan?
I think we're having a hushed discussion.
I think so. So, I think we shouldn't be here any longer.
I don't think we can leave.
Sorry, what happened? He used footsteps
Mm-hmm.
And nothing happened.
nothing happened.
But we're in the middle of
It's the same over here.
You guys were just in the same space as this creature, and some of you struggled to see it then.
Yeah.
So, non-metagaming here.
Yeah.
We don't know that there's something else in there.
Yeah.
We can see a clear pathway through,
Yeah.
and we know that outside is dangerous because that thing is out there.
Mm.
So,
And that just used a spell that made it seem safe.
yeah.
It looks like people
No,
pass
but
through
the
this road.
only thing you can. I wouldn't say go as far as to say it made it seem safe. Like,
Nothing
just
jumped out
nothing
at
real.
me.
Nothing jumped out.
How many tracks are there? Is it like the outside where it looks quite well travelled, or?
This bit is it's hard to tell where you are. It looks heavily padded. It looks like all of the footsteps concentrate into this narrow path. But like and then down the centre of it, it looks like they all have to walk in a single file. So it's incredibly well stamped down on this channel that walks through.
If we go back, we might not get lucky. We might get seen.
We can stay here, but we're probably going to be at a disadvantage fighting underneath like this very low ceiling with you two crawling.
Mm.
In fact, yeah, anything if we get.
Have you guys
attacked
got your
by-
light on, by the way? Is your torch back on, or have
We
you-
never actually turned it on again. Did we? We never turned it off.
Yeah, we had the torch because that's how we saw the cobwebs.
But
Okay,
I think it was implied that part of the stealth check was putting the
Oh,
torch out.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Alright,
it's fine,
alright.
didn't see us. So should we light the torch back up quickly?
Cobwebs aren't burnable, are they?
Zelda.
no,
In a
has
fantasy.
told me they are.
Hmm?
Zelda has told me
they're
they
not
are.
like highly flammable.
Yeah.
Like they burn like hair. So if you wave the flame, they will like scorch and burn away. But it will like catch a blaze and then.
Yeah.
It's not like the forest in Minecraft.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you can sort of burn it back.
It basically wilts really quickly.
They'd have to be dry for that to happen.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
I think we need to push forward here. Din or run, maybe if you take the lead here.
Yep. I never go first, even if I know it's safe. So.
Let's at least step out into the area where we're not underneath a giant rock that could fall on us.
Does Yarlek want to get on my back?
Yeah, maybe
I
once
think
you're
we
standing
do that.
out in the safety.
Let me just check
So instead of walking away from Aalz,
Sorry.
we are walking towards Aalz.
We don't know. He's
we don't
in
know.
there.
Yeah, we don't know.
Well,
He's
Aalz
gone-
is up.
All we
we're
know
not-
is he's gone up. We don't know he's.
Okay. So
Wait. Okay. Hang on.
So
Let's do one of those inspiration scenes where we discuss this only in character.
Yeah, if you want to. So
Good
let's
idea.
quickly bring the rules back up. Time down for that. I think this is the perfect opportunity for one of those. So let me just quickly drop back on the screen so we can see what we're doing here.
I should get drunk for next one.
in the middle of the morning.
Nothing like a Saturday morning blaze.
Wine for breakfast. Banana.
Never again.
nut.
Just
Never
pour a cider over your cereal. Go absolutely nuts. My God, there's a giant page in the room
Oh
now.
my god!
My God.
It's going to be a dance revolution again.
It says here.
Oh, I listened to that this morning. That was
It
hilarious.
says here, Din's a bitch. My God, I never would have known.
I quite agree.
Ominously peering out.
Okay.
So if there's an important decision the group needs to make or a conflict between their interests that needs to be resolved, the group can choose to resolve this in an in-character scene. During the scene, all discussion is limited to talking in character, describing your character's actions and mannerisms, and questions to the DM about where you are and what you're doing. Any other discussion will result in immersion being lost, and the scene being failed. If the players can successfully complete the scene in character, and everyone gains 3 inspiration.
Let's do this.
Ooh. We could use that to level up.
I'm more thinking I get 10 inspiration, and then if Aalz comes down, I bend the world to my whim.
He befriends us. You ride him out.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, so are we all down to do it?
Actually, your brother in a giant mechanical suit.
We got away with it too. We won't be meddling kids.
See who the spider really is.
So you guys gonna do this then?
Yeah.
Right, so we sort of close in on the scene a little bit closer. The camera tucks in, and we see the 2 dragons sort of crouched at the opening of this cave. Probably one hand on the side, peering down into where the gnome and the dwarf are underneath. You guys are sort of both. The dwarf, you would be sort of like held with your head against the ceiling. Yarl, you'd be stood fairly comfortably.
Alright, I got a plan. I just checked this. Don't ask me how, but nothing is going to attack us if we step right out into it. But there's a lot of cobwebs. So I can... the fireman from before will make a distraction in there to lure that giant spider down again. And as soon as he comes down, we go this way.
He's on the gravel fields.
No, he's here. He followed us.
But we just saw him there.
Yeah.
He didn't notice us.
And he
That's enough for me to say, I don't want to see him again.
Yeah, I agree with this. We probably shouldn't attract the attention of the giant spider.
But
We went that way. We're going this way.
That's
Right,
good enough
but
for me.
that's...
Yeah.
We don't know what's up there. He could drop down in this side of the cavern. We don't know if there's a hole in the roof here.
However, we know that there are cultists this way. Therefore, there must be some safe place, safe-ish
Yeah,
place that
but
they're
they
safe.
also might know a trick to not lure him, like rubbing some kind of like blood on them so it doesn't smell them, or...
Pause for a second. Everybody roll. It'd be investigation.
Ooh, investigation.
3.
17 plus...
7.
Investigation. Why can't I find... Oh, ooh, 17 plus 6. That's 23.
And what did you get?
Plus
What-
6.
Intelligence I've got, because...
Plus 4 plus
Invest...
2.
Yeah.
Nice.
What did you get, Serena?
9.
Okay, so yeah, so I think as you're saying it, like rubbing blood on themselves or something, and then you remember the blood that was spotted in the other room, and where the drag marks are, and everything sort of clicks into place at once. We sort of probably see your eyes snap open for a second, and you realise the blood appears to be, based on the behaviour that Aalz did when it came down and stuff around the spot. You think that whoever's been coming in here has been dragging something else in, throwing it for Aalz to do whatever Aalz does with, and then moving on through whilst it's distracted.
So...
Specifically in that spot.
So yeah, so that's
in
why,
that other
that's why
cave-
in here you can see, if I get rid of this again, if you remember the 2 sets of tracks, one of them came round the bottom, bringing that round here, and then another set came up, and went up to here where you found the blood. And then when you saw Aalz come down and snap around on the ground, it's because he was expecting to trip you.
So, we definitely need to distract him over there. I'm 100% on that. If we go in here without distracting him, we'll probably die.
As a suggestion, then, we have this giant goat corpse.
we get a boat cut outside, like this carcass you've left out on the side of the mountain, like flies beginning to buzz around it.
I like you, Nuck. That's a perfect plan. Literally the perfect plan. Someone's gonna have to go get that goat carcass. They'll drag it, throw it here, and then we're all gonna have to move real quickly through here. I've got the perfect way to decide, okay? Raise your hand if you've eaten shit in the past 48 hours. Go get the goat carcass.
Fuck you, little girl.
I'm not... You're freakishly tall, okay?
Roll
This
it.
is a normal...
Roll a stealth check, please, Yellow. You're raising your voice. What's a 1?
1.
So I think as Yarlet,
Time to reroll.
as Yarlet,
Yeah, hang on, I might use inspiration.
yeah, sure.
Let's try that again. 18.
Okay.
+3. So.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That'll be enough.
Inspiration well used.
Down to 8.
Cool. So yeah. You hush. You whisper, shout at him.
Sure.
As I remember, the goat corpse was too heavy for me to lift on my own, and she's definitely not going to be able to get it.
Come on, then.
I believe in you two.
Excellent. There you go. with that, we see Yarla's small thumb come up. I believe in you two. Scene complete.
Woo! We did it.
Whack 3 inspiration on your sheets each.
That was fun. I like that.
I think I'm
I said like
up
one
at-
thing.
That's
You're a
fine.
man of few words.
I'm at 11.
Yeah, same.
My silence was in character.
I'm at 8. So it's not.
So both you and I can do a world-saving change if need be. I'm much more confident about facing Aalz right now.
Excellent. Cool.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah. I don't see why anyone
We'll
wants to
protect
face
you.
Aalz right now.
I only need 70 more XP, but I really want to level up.
Oh, you don't want to waste it now.
I know, but I want to live.
That's why you save it for now.
Literally almost double my hit points. Alright.
Okay, cool. So you guys heading back out to go and grab the goat corpse and bring it in.
Both gonna go or only one?
I think it'll be easier for you to move it if it's just one.
Yeah. Come on then. We head out quietly.
Okay, cool.
I would just say it's always worth it. You're so close. If you want to use it for experience, wait till you hit level 2 and then use it to immediately jump halfway up level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Or wait until you're halfway up level 2 and then use it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right, sweet. I'm assuming you guys are moving stealthily out. Can I get a stealth check from the two of you, please?
Should we just leg it?
We're just crouched beneath the thing, like,
16.
Good.
I'm gonna piss at myself that I
19.
blew an inspiration getting mad.
That's
But
fine.
I feel like it's what Yarla would have done.
That's cool. I'm trying to find out that Powerball is going to be really bad on the recording. That's fine. What was I saying? Yeah, so you guys tiptoe around the edge of the cave back to where the entrance is. I'll shift you guys over so you can.
As subtly as dragons do.
Oops.
Get some Pink Panther music going on. Da-da, da-da, da-da.
So yeah, you guys move back out. You move. The goat pause is gone now. You guys head outside, and yeah, so the goat corpse is where you left it out on the path. So you guys just going to drag it back in, chop it up, bring it in. You're just going to leave it whole.
Imagine you can deal. Just leave it whole.
I mean, I suppose if we.
It'll take him longer to eat if you just leave it whole.
Yeah.
He'll still go for it, won't he? Yeah.
Yeah. If he doesn't.
The man we cut his food up for him first.
He might not let it go. Yeah.
He's a fussy.
He's got allergies.
He's actually on a new vegan diet.
In that case, would be perfectly fine.
Cutting out goat.
So yeah, let's just drag it in whole.
Okay, cool. So you're just gonna head it over. You're pretty good stealth checks. I'm not gonna make you stealth check like one step. I'm pretty stealth check, guys. Stealth check again. So yeah, the stealth check from previously still applies. So you guys dragging the goat's corpse. Where are you putting it?
How far can we throw it?
Yeah. I guess if we both throw it.
Together. How far can you? Hold on, let me just have a quick look. Where's the? Well,
It's much stronger than Vine Guns, that's for sure.
The random object is 60 foot, but this is obviously quite big.
no, thank you. Do they have it on?
An improvised throwing weapon.
I don't think they're
60
good at-
foot, maximum range 20 foot.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say between the two of you hoofing it, if you will make a strength check. So it'll be between the 20 and 60 foot. So I'm sure there's 14 there. So yeah, so with each 5 up, if you score from 0, that'll be an extra 10 feet that you can throw it.
That's strength for sure.
So somebody roll with advantage, whoever's going to be the main thrower.
Yours has been much more lucky than mine.
I can't believe you failed stuff like 5 times.
And then,
Plus just your strength modifier.
so 18.
Okay,
Roll again to see if you crit.
Okay, cool. So what was it?
18.
Okay, so you can throw it 50 feet.
That's
That's a big toss, but you are two large, healthy dragonborns.
So yeah, I guess we stand 50 foot away from where the blood is.
Okay, cool. So
Slam
that's
those it
You
down.
probably want to follow the tracks that are left. Go round.
Yeah.
I imagine just run to where we are.
I just imagine we could move to where we already are and then throw it over to that.
What's 50 feet on here? What's that square?
Yeah, from the edge, where is 50 feet?
Well, if you look at the thing from where
That's 40 feet, isn't it?
from where Aalz is, that's 60 foot to the end of the circle.
so 50 feet from
so
here.
you're
You could be anywhere, sort of like.
Oh, that's a lot less.
So I imagine they'll go in a straight line towards us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go round the outside.
Bless you.
Zoom
You
height.
want
I
to go
like,
this
I can't
way?
go that way. Can't go that way. We're going to go round the outside to where they are and then come in.
Just
Yeah.
go inside your shirt, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you're going to be 50 feet this way, sort of about here.
Yeah.
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 Okay, cool. So let's have you boys get one over there. And I'm going to need to put a giant goat in.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Why did we do this?
Because we're not scared.
Nobody here is scared.
It's just a sport.
That's where you see the knees clacking together. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just cold.
There's a chill in the air.
Or maybe it's a scorpider.
Scorpider.
A scoider.
Scorpider.
Sounds like from New Jersey. Is it a scoider?
Spordian.
Scoider, is that a moider?
I'm still sticking with Scorpion. This sounds so
Non-threatening.
exactly.
Scorpion.
Where can I go search for some scorpions, guys?
See us and be like, oh hi guys, I'm a scorpion.
My name's Steven.
Wow.
By the way,
The direct
party
attack
icon.
No, it just reminded me of the Steven with a
Steven.
TH. Scorpion.
Steven.
Steven.
What's
Cool.
yours?
I know, I see ya.
So you guys are hoofing it 50 feet from where you are.
Look at that blueberry. Was it tea or coffee?
I believe that
Blueberry in there now.
we cut the goat up, so we should all have like a leg.
Oh yeah. So it is just a torso, isn't
You
it?
shouldn't
Yeah,
have
it's
told him.
literally
You could have
just
just
before
drunk it and then like.
Joke's on you, I love fruit tea.
Because altogether it was too heavy to move.
Isn't that
so we
coffee?
moved just the torso.
You're correct. Yeah, I do remember that.
And I think
And it's not like the blueberry will actually have a taste because it's not open or anything. I mean, like infecting the tea.
Wait, when did we do anything with the goat horns?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I got drink on one, yeah.
I've got one too.
Don't we make a bow out of one?
I don't think we did yet.
Okay.
We were talking about it.
Cool. Right. So the goat corpse is hoofed across. What's the plan? So you guys both hoof it.
Yeah.
What's the plan? You're going to try and slink away quietly.
Yeah. Buff it
Just-
for the goat.
See that? Magic missile.
Oh no!
You're going to try and slink away quietly. You're going to just peg it. What's the plan?
Not just peg it.
No.
Slink away, but with some speed.
Gusto.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, roll your stealth checks up.
Mm,
That's a 9.
11.
A 9. Okay.
I'm
Cool.
gonna re-roll that because
I don't think you need to. It's gonna come down
Okay, alright.
and try to
Yeah,
eat it. You guys can just fucking huff it.
Right.
I'm happy.
You
with
stick with a
11.
9.
We got,
But you know
we got
it's a
9.
10.
9,
We know
11.
it's a
What could
10.
go wrong?
So in that case, it's already seeing me on my plane's passive.
On a 9, it will do.
Yeah. So no. No. I quite like this character.
Hey, there you go.
19.
19. Okay. So yeah, you guys hoof the hoof the deer over towards where the blood you saw previously was, and then you begin slinking off in this direction. Do you guys crouch down into the ditch with the other two? I'm assuming down here.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Are we trying to goat him down?
Stop with this kidding.
Ah!
So some time passes, and then from where you guys are all crouched in the hole, a familiar scene plays out. This time there's still some sort of moonlight coming in from the hole in the roof, and nowhere near as dramatically as before. So Aalz appears almost silently at first, And you guys can't see. You probably would actually. Can I get perception checks from everybody?
10.
15.
13.
Unnatural 1.
Boy, your rolls are sucking today.
So whose was the highest? Sorry.
Mine, 15.
You're so bad at dice stakes.
That's why I don't go to casinos.
So yeah, I'd probably say like you don't see, none of you see owls.
Okay.
But Yala, you notice for a second where you can sort of see the goat corpses, and you see it like gets dragged, pulled a little bit, and then it stops.
Okay.
And then that's it.
So
Fuck.
doesn't get.
It's not getting eaten.
It's not. It's been moved, but it hasn't been taken. It's
Too
been
fucking heavy.
jostled.
Too heavy.
It's not too heavy for this. This thing is like 30 feet high. It's not too heavy.
Little stick legs though.
It just doesn't like the tribute.
I think we just go.
Let's go.
So it's
Do you think it'd like a roast goat better?
no.
I think the issue might be that it's not alive.
Shit.
We've got
I think.
a bit of time. We've got like 10 seconds head start on him.
Shouldn't we just stay here until the sun comes up?
We don't know if he comes back home when the sun.
Yeah, this thing came in while the sun was still up. Remember?
So we're in a place where he's unlikely to be able to get into because we're in a crawl space.
But he has very
If
thin, very long legs.
Yeah.
So he'll still get us here.
yeah.
We're not safe here. We need to. It's distracted.
Okay, here's-
We've got a few seconds.
Here's what I think.
Let's go.
I use minor illusion to like jostle the goat as much as possible,
You
or
actually move things on.
not to. I can use mage hand.
Oh, so okay.
So yeah, I'll use mage hand to jostle the goat, shake it a bit, make it seem alive, and then we fucking bolt it through the.
I don't think both is.
Good well bit.
I'd say bolt.
Yeah.
I think you might have to get closer to use mage hand.
Yeah, because it's like
Close
100
range
foot
of it.
away.
I don't know if there's a limit on how far you can move it after you've summoned it, but you can only summon it within 60 feet.
Delicious.
Let's just
The
keep-
hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you.
Fuck.
So you would have to get 30 foot close.
Nope. I mean, I could just do minor illusion and make the footsteps again.
You could just make the sound of a giant goat.
Yeah, I guess
You
so.
just make a go.
Yeah, I guess I could just make an alive goat.
It wouldn't be moving, but yeah, because you can only do still image.
Yeah, yeah.
Make one stood up.
I think I'll try the sound of the goat. I think that's better. Because if it's just the image of a goat, if it's not looking at it, it won't notice it.
Yeah. And it's
So, yeah.
not got great eyes. Well, assuming it's like a spider.
Yeah. So yeah, I use minor illusion, snapping my fingers, to make the noise of a large goat
Where
out,
from?
as close to the goat corpse as possible.
Okay, cool. So you want to try and trick Aalz into thinking that it's alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a. Actually, it needs to roll to see through a minor illusion,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Have you got that? on the
Yeah,
sheet?
beats
What that
my
is?
spell save of
Yeah, what's your spell save? Sorry?
14.
14. Is this intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence, I would assume.
Well, it'll be based on the spell.
Yeah, based on the spell, yeah.
Let's find out.
I can tell you for free, one of these would be a lot better for you than the other.
Probably intelligence. I imagine spiders have a lot of wisdom, but not much intelligence.
Yeah, I imagine perception of the way.
Intelligence is.
Is intelligence?
Yes.
Spiders have
I'm
wisdom?
almost positive that's. Well, yeah, wisdom is like instincts and street smarts.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Animals usually have higher wisdom.
Intelligence is actually.
I thought it was like
book smarts.
proverbs. Not eating goat shit.
No. Fucker.
Well, that's the way.
So hold on. What's your save?
14.
14.
Okay. So yeah, you're looking over towards where the goat is after it initially shifts and then nothing happens, and you think quick and you snap your fingers together, and you make the sort of sound of a goat wheezing out its last breaths, and you see after a second longer, you'll probably say with this you would see the body of Aalz. Like his legs all see where you stood further away and it's dark now. The sort of moonlight on the ground allows you to see where the torso comes down. But you still can't really see its legs. It's like it's being suspended from the ceiling by strings. It lowers itself down, and you see it casts its body. It sort of makes this circular motion with its torso over the top of the corpse of the goat, and then a second later, you see it tilts its head forwards, and these two needle-like fangs on the front clamp into the goat. Nothing happens.
Okay.
But you see a second later, it moves its torso up and points the back down at it, and then you see this sort of like, it looks like cotton wool in the breeze. You know what I mean, like wispy web begins to slowly come out and gets placed over the top of the goat.
I would say I wouldn't even wait to see most of that. The moment I saw the body, I'd be like, it's time to go. Like, we gotta go right now.
Let's go.